Who would have thought that the biggest and most established free agent running back class of all time would basically wrap up on day one of the tampering period? One of the last dominoes to fall is Austin Ekeler, who is heading to the Washington Commanders on a 2-year deal. And per Tom Pelissero, it's going to be worth upwards of $11 million. And it does make some sense because former Chargers head coach Anthony Lynn is now in Washington. But the days of Austin Ekeler being a top-tier running back have finally vanished. And a lot is still yet to be determined with this Washington offense, because with the second pick in the draft, they could end up going with their quarterback of the future instead of Sam Howell. But one thing is for certain, this is not great for Brian Robinson's fantasy value. Because even though Robinson was able to rid himself of Antonio Gibson, he is going to get Austin Ekeler behind him now. And this is going to be a 1A, 1B type of backfield, with Austin Ekeler seeing a lot of work in the passing game. So Brian Robinson may end up bringing some more consistency on the ground, but it's going to be the upside that Austin Ekeler more than likely has. And as far as the goal line work goes, that is still going to be up for discussion. More than likely, we'll see some Brian Robinson, but it would not shock me at all if we see Austin Ekeler, who scored 69 touchdowns during his time in LA. I was excited for the potential for Brian Robinson this year, especially if they would have signed a complimentary back that wasn't going to take RB1 touches the way Austin Ekeler could. This is going to be another one of those vaunted running back by committees where we see them in a 60-40 split, and come draft day, depending on who their quarterback is, it's definitely going to make it tough to invest in either of those guys. But that's the way the running back landscape is right now in the NFL. So Brian Robinson, this is going to firmly push him outside of RB1 territory and contention for me. More than likely, his ceiling would be kind of a mid RB2 with the potential to get around maybe 14 on some good weeks, especially if he scores a touchdown. But Austin Ekeler getting that work in the passing game and potentially still seeing some of those goal line carries could keep him in the conversation for some weekly flex considerations if Washington finds themselves playing in some negative game script. But Headliner Nation, make sure you stay tuned right here. Keep the bell notifications on. Free agency is off to a hot start, and you don't want to miss a minute of what we have to say about it. Breaking it down for you all off season long. Make sure you subscribe as well and stick around for all the content that's to come.
Analytics off the chain, all the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game.